We're on our way to Melbourne, Florida, and we're gonna spend the weekend up there. We're doing a bunch of stuff on this trip.
All to celebrate our wedding anniversary.
Yay, number 6.
We're married 6 years.
6 whole years.
Alright, I think I found some. Alright, here we go. Should I get him a sequin one? That looks good. Oh, here's a bunch. Okay, so I was nice. I didn't get the sequin one, even though I was tempted to. But I did find these. They're kind of camouflage, and there's 3 of them, so we can keep some in the car just in case.
We're gonna ride the train.
Vivian's so excited. She always asks to ride trains anywhere we go, so I think she's really gonna like it.
We're standing in the line for a little while. Yeah.
That's fun when you have a 2-year-old. Hey, if you're happy, you know to clap your hands.
Well, I was given a code and a check-in time, so I put the code in the door, and then I walked in, and there was a lady in here, and she was, I guess she's doing the cleaning or whatever, and she totally freaked out. So Vivian is taking a nap right now, even though it's otherwise lunchtime, and we kind of feel bad about waking her up because it'll destroy the rest of our afternoons. So collectively, so we're just gonna.
I think it's worth it. We should just eat because she'll fall back asleep when we drive the next time.
I guess. What to do? The dilemmas and predicaments of being parents.
Of a 2-year-old. We really enjoyed this little restaurant. It's kind of a diner style restaurant, and so it had those really neat diner vibes and all the cool artwork and everything.
Parrots.
But yeah, it had parrots. But we really loved the food. It was just, really good, simple diner food. I had a club sandwich, roast beef, and Vivian helped me eat that. And what did you have?
I had the Philly cheesesteak sandwich. It was really good with French fries. So, and actually, the people here were pretty enthusiastic about the restaurant. When we asked the waitress what was good, she said there was a lot that was good, the whole menu. And then she said that the favorites were marked by pineapples. So we tried a couple of those things. But the other other patrons who were in the restaurant, they also agreed that everything was good. And they gave us a list of recommendations. So that's where I came up with the idea of the Philly cheesesteak sandwich. Okay, so I messed something up. We purchased the Pirate Adventure tickets on Groupon. You have to go into the voucher and then view the voucher. And then the voucher says that you have to use the website to redeem it. So I put it in the website, but it came up with like a red box. And so I couldn't figure out why that was, but because I had put it in, I hit redeem to move on to the next Groupon to do the next thing and then do the next thing. And then I realized that I had redeemed all the Groupons. The fine print, it said I had to call the Pirates Adventure place to redeem the coupon code. So I thought, oops, well, I could still review the voucher. So I gave them a call back, and then they told me that they couldn't see the vouchers because I had already hit redeem. And so they tried to search, but then I had to contact Groupon to get it all worked out. So anyway, that's a long story. I don't know if you followed all the details, but basically this. Make sure that if you book them with Groupon, you have to call Pirate. Okay, so Groupon fixed everything and all is right with the world. So now I gotta call the Pirate Adventure place and make our reservations. Hi, my name is Anthony Aiken. I might have been talking to you a moment ago. Yes, I got them. They fixed it all for me. Thank you so much. So I can give you those.
All right, perfect.
Yeah.
No problem. So I'm going to try to look them up again. If not, you can just read them off to me. I'm going to look at them.
Oh, okay, great. So you can just pull it up. All right, next we're heading off to Main Street, Melbourne, or downtown Melbourne. We're gonna check that out. And then after we check that out, it'll be time to check in to our Vrbo. It sort of feels like that the bulk of all of the shops and stores and restaurants and everything are behind us, but at the same time, it sort of looks like that you could just go on and on and on forever down this New Haven Avenue. So this area is pretty cool. I really like the downtown area. I always love historic downtown areas. And if you're a fan of watching Aiken Adventures, then you know that we're all about some pedestrianism. And if you go with me, you're gonna have to take a walk somewhere at some point.
That's true. he's not lying.
But what I really like about this town is, or this downtown area, is that there seems to be ample parking, at least while we're here right now. I don't know if it ever gets overcrowded, but I know a lot of Main Street areas and downtown areas don't seem to have enough street side parking. And it's not all parallel parking either. There's a lot of perpendicular parking available. So that's really awesome. And I think that makes for a pretty great downtown area.
All right, so we're still downtown and Vivian's hungry even though we just ate lunch. So we're gonna try to find a little coffee shop so I can get some coffee, get Vivian a little snack, and then we'll continue on our way.
We're gonna go to the 905 Cafe for our coffee drinker over here. And it's just a couple of minute walk up the street this way.
So I stopped by the 905 Cafe and I got an iced coffee with an espresso shot. It's called a shot in the dark and it's really, really good. I love local coffee shops. They're just so much better than the regular stuff that you go to like Dunkin' and things, but it's really, really good coffee. So I highly recommend the 905 Cafe.
So we're staying at this house. It's something we rented from Vrbo, and it's kind of funny because I was given a code and a check-in time, so I put the code in the door, and then I walked in and there was a lady in here, and I guess she's doing the cleaning or whatever, and she totally freaked out. So that was weird. And then she said, "Who gave you the code?" And I was like, "Well, it was emailed to me."
Because we've already paid for this place.
And a while back, actually. She said, "Oh, no one told me that anyone was checking in today." I was like, "Okay, well, here I am."
What are we supposed to do about that?
So,
and we're sharing the house with like more people. Like there's
yeah,
different people in each bedroom.
We have one bedroom and it's numbered. We're number 3, but there's also 1 through 5. And so she offered for me to stay in room number 1 because we have Vivian with us. And then she called the owner on the phone and he said, "Well, you'd have to pay more for that."
We're
and I'm like,
"Nope.
I already paid for room number 3.
We'll cram the pack and play in the
So
corner. We're good with
where
that.
I'm gonna stay. So anyway, totally sketchy. And because there are more people staying in here, we're also just not gonna unpack.
Yep, we'll just take our stuff with us. It's
every
okay.
day. But I think I want to leave the pack and play up at least so that they don't think we've checked out when we haven't.
And then give our room away because I feel like that would happen.
Yeah. But for now, we're just gonna rest, and then we're gonna head off for the next adventure in a little bit.
We're gonna make the best of it.
After a little rest, we headed over to Orlando for the Pirates Dinner Adventure Show. All right, so we're going to talk about what we've experienced thus far.
Okay.
And that is that...
Well, we got our temperature taken.
Oh, that's good. But I was going to talk about money. So
Oh, okay.
That just shows where our minds
you
are.
definitely need to talk about money when you're going to this thing.
So we did a Groupon, and I think that saved us a little bit. But I think
Maybe.
that like the Groupon for 3 people plus the parking has already been $200. And then since we've been here, they've tried to upsell us on various other things. So the appetizer menu is in front of us, and they have mentioned that a couple of times. It is $20 for the Treasure Bay Trio, $10.99 for the chicken wing basket, $12.99 for the calamari, $8 for the cheese sticks, $8 for the onion rings, $6 for the French fries, $6 for the pretzel bites, and $24.99 for the Royal Family Sampler. Which I guess individually any of those would be really good prices, except for that we've already spent.
You'd think if you spend $200 on a dinner show, you could at least get some free cheese sticks, but what do I know?
Meanwhile, I'm sitting here thinking like we could be sailing this ship across the Atlantic for almost the amount.
We could send her to college for what we paid for this dinner.
That's not true, but we could get a cruise ticket. Next thing was that they take your picture when you come in on a green screen. Of course, you know they're going to try to sell you that photo package later. That's standard for all the touristy, gimmicky kinds of things in Orlando. And so anyway, they came by and tried to do that. So I don't think I was even listening to the price because I had already decided that we were not buying that. And there also is a gift shop. So there's plenty of gimmicky stuff. You could spend as much money as you want to if you come, but not as little, as it turns out. So the show doesn't start until 7:30, but they told us that seating starts at 6:30, and I tend to run a little early on stuff anyway. But
So here we are.
I think that now my tip to you would be that nothing happens until 7:30, and there's no preferential treatment given to those who show up early that I can detect. So you may as well just come a little closer to the show time.
So come at 7:25.
You might have to stand in a longer line outside, maybe. I don't know.
But you're not missing anything.
Yeah. Okay, the website says that there is a pre-show thing that you can go to that's 60 to 90 minutes before. So I don't really know the validity of that right now
We haven't
because
seen a pre-show.
we weren't invited to it. But I did see people coming in with some suspicious appetizers that they already had somehow.
Where'd you get that place?
So if I were you, I would inquire about that on the phone because that could be advantageous. All right, it's 7:38 and they haven't started yet.
Nothing.
But the baby doesn't seem to be real excited about that.
She's just jumping around.
She's rolling around, putting her head down.
Yeah.
And also no food yet.
No food.
And let's see, what else can we complain about? Oh, here's a good thing. We got Sprite, and they brought it out in a big pitcher, and I asked, and there's no additional charge for extra refills. Although
Plus.
I'm wondering if they will be brought to us with some level of reluctance. We'll see.
Maybe.
We do not know her name because she does not speak. But the legend says that as long as this magical mermaid is in possession of the serpent's eye, the Leviathan will never appear. Pirates attack!
Ahoy, mateys! As you should. And now let the adventure begin!
Good pirate.
Sketchy, a good pirate.
Pitch and plunder.
To pitch and plunder.
thoughts?
I thought it was very entertaining. I love the people that were doing all the activities with the ropes. What is that called?
Acrobatics, I guess?
Yeah, the acrobatics. I thought that was the best part. That was pretty neat.
Yeah, so come for the show, but don't expect a delicious meal. I did see a YouTube video review that said that the food was fairly bland to appeal to a wider variety of diets. So I think that was pretty accurate.
Yeah, that was pretty accurate. It was kind of like college food.
Well, you know, when they produce things in mass quantity or whatever. And then also another thing to consider is that you're going to have to pay gratuity, which is not included. The recommended gratuity is $5 per adult and $3 per child. So we did that. This place is huge and there's so much stuff here. It's crazy. It says to jog to the next station. I won't be doing that, but I will walk and I'll show it to you. But it looks like that it's a great place for a workout if you enjoy doing parkour as your workout.
Hi, this is Anthony and Elena.
If you've enjoyed this video, then we invite you to like, subscribe, and hit the bell notification icon as you follow us for all of our adventures around Florida.